Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is another episode of the weekly watches. There's only 5 to talk about this week, so it shouldn't be too long this video, but I'll try and go into each film in a little more detail than I usually do, tell you a bit more about the film, that sort of thing. Trying to sell the films or dissuade you from watching certain films, although there's none this week that I disliked. So starting off, we have Submarine, which is a Richard Ayoade film. This is a film that Sam recommended to me going back a few weeks now, so I picked the Blu-ray up, and it was last Sunday evening now. I decided to stick it on and give it a watch just because it was short, and I wanted to get a few films in that evening. I think I only ended up getting 2 in, but better than nothing. Submarine is basically a coming of age film about a young boy played by Craig Roberts who struggles to fit in. He lives in a small sort of village or town in Wales. It's very quirky, as you would sort of expect from a film directed by Richard Ayoade, who himself is quite out there. And it's him trying to, the typical coming of age stuff. He falls in love with this unusual girl. He also is trying to stop his mum from having an affair with her music weirdo ex boyfriend, played by Paddy Considine, and his mum played by the brilliant Sally Hawkins. Yeah, it's a weird film, very quirky film. Very well shot as well, I'll say. Got a really good soundtrack, and I was entertained throughout. I'm a big fan of Richard Ayoade anyway, and I think Ben Stiller produced this one. I don't know whether he produced it. He had some involvement in it, executive produced, and he's got a very small cameo in the film as well. You got Noah Taylor, who plays our lead character's dad as well. Yeah, it was a very enjoyable film. I would definitely watch this one again. So thank you, Sam, for recommending Submarine. It was a very good watch. Now, next up is a film from my Clint Eastwood box set. So I've not got like a case to show you physically, and I'm not just going to get the disc out to show you. So I'll try and put a poster up here somewhere whilst I'm talking about the film. But the film in question is called True Crime. And for me, this would be the highlight of the week for me, of my watches. It's a film that you don't really get spoken about in like Clint's back catalogue of his films. It came out in 1999. From what Jim was saying on the stream last week, it was one that went quite under the radar, didn't make a lot of money, was pretty underseen at the time. But I'm trying to get all of my Clint films watched. I'm sort of going backwards. I don't know why I'm going backwards, but I've pretty much done all up to, I think the next one backwards I've got is White Hunter Black Heart, which I've not heard brilliant things about, but I will still give it a watch. So I thought I'd put that on. You got Clint in this, plays a journalist at a local newspaper in San Francisco. I think it's San Francisco. A lot of his films were set in San Francisco. I'm pretty certain it was. And basically, the film starts. There's this accident. This young journalist whom he works with gets into a car accident. She's basically due to write this. I think they call them like a profile on this man that's about to be sentenced to death. He's been sentenced to death. He's about to be killed because he has been charged with killing this young woman who was pregnant in a grocery store about 5-6 years ago. And Clint just takes it upon himself to not only, he's not really interested in doing like a puff profile piece on this guy that's just been sent down. He wants to sort of do his sort of own little investigation, see what really happened, and you find out more throughout that not everything is as it seems, not everything is as it was portrayed, and there's more to it than what has been shown in the media. So whilst this is going on, he's got a bit of he's got a very strange relationship with his wife, played by Diane Venora. He's not got the best relationship with his young daughter either. He's trying to be a great dad, but his work's kind of taking him elsewhere. And he just becomes obsessed with getting to the truth of this case. And it's a thriller. It's really good. Some really good bits in this film. You've got some really great actors in this as well. You've got James Woods is in it. Denis Leary. Bernard Hill plays the warden at the prison where the guy is due to be executed. Isaiah Washington, who plays the guy that's supposed to be executed. What's her name? I'm trying to think of the name. The one that plays his wife. She's another actress. She pops up every now and then in stuff. She's in a show I watch called Will Trent. She pops up. Lisa Gay Hamilton. That's it. I got there in the end. And others. You got the late Michael Jeter in there as well, who plays one of the witnesses to the crime. Yeah, it's just really good. If you like a good thriller, if you like Clint, 100% recommend it. Definitely underrated for me. And I would say it's probably, like I said, my favourite film that I've watched this week, at least for the first time anyway. And yeah, definitely will be going back, watching it again in the future. I just need to go further back through Clint's catalogue now, get some of his older films watched, because there's still some big ones that I've still not seen. I don't know, but for some reason I'm more interested in his later stuff, like the 90s, the noughties. I don't know, just those sorts of films appeal to me more, or the Dirty Harry films. I'm not as big on his westerns. They don't have that much pull for me as his other films do, but I will definitely watch them all at some point. So yeah, that was Clint Eastwood in True Crime. Next up, we have my yearly rewatch of one of my favourite sort of spooky themed films, and quite possibly my favourite Tim Burton film. I'd have to think on that one though. It's Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci, got loads of other people, Michael Gambon, Christopher Walken, Miranda Richardson, Richard Griffiths, what's his name that plays the Emperor in Star Wars, Ian McDiarmid, got there in the end, took me a second there. Jeffrey Jones, loads of people in this one. Christopher Lee's got a small appearance at the start, as does Alan Armstrong, who I'm a big fan of, Casper Van Dien as well. It's just a really spooky, gothic horror film about this detective, Ichabod Crane, played by Johnny Depp, who's sent from New York at the turn of the century in 1799 to this small town of Sleepy Hollow in the middle of America to investigate these murders that have happened. And it becomes supernatural. It's to do with this murderous headless horseman played by Christopher Walken, who is this secrets within this town, which is the reason why these people are being killed. And it's Johnny Depp's job to stop this headless horseman and find out what or who is responsible, shall I say, for these brutal murders. I love this film. This is the third year on the trot that I've watched it now. I just really like it. Just love the feeling, just love the characters, the actors playing the characters. It's just a great film to watch this time of year. Well, we've just passed Halloween during October, shall I say. So I always try and watch it as close to the end of the month as I can, which I did, thankfully. The one thing that I find rather odd about this film, Johnny Depp, obviously he's American, is playing an English character. No, his accent is English, but he's from America because it's New York. But then you've got other people who don't, like a lot, like obviously Michael Gambon is a British actor, British accent, but obviously clearly playing an American. Miranda Richardson, British actress, but she does have an American accent. So I just found, watching it this time, I just picked up on that, and I think a bit odd, but it doesn't take me out of the film at all. I still love the film. If you like these sorts of films, if you like Tim Burton, if you like when he collaborates with Johnny Depp, 100% give this a go. It's really just a very atmospheric film. Really good, sort of keeps you guessing what's going on right up until the end. And yeah, that is Sleepy Hollow. And then we're almost up to date. We got 2 to go. These 2 I watched last night. Starting what everybody calls Noirvember, although I don't have a lot of noir films in my collection, but these 2 I did have, and one of them had been sat in the pile for a while. One of them I've literally just picked up, so I thought I'd give both of them a watch. So I watched them last night. The first one, a classic, The Maltese Falcon, this being the 4K released a few years ago now. Humphrey Bogart and Mary Astor. Yeah, really good Humphrey Bogart film. I really like Humphrey Bogart. This is now the 3rd film with him in that I've seen. Obviously, I've also seen Casablanca, which I love, and The Big Sleep, which I love, another great noir film. And it's just about a private detective. He's tasked with finding this falcon, this mysterious falcon that everybody seems to be after. People are getting killed over this falcon. You've got your femme fatale in the form of Mary Astor. Not a traditional femme fatale, but I would still class her as one nonetheless. And yeah, really good film, directed by John Huston. But I'll agree with Roy, because Roy, when I said I'd watched this, Roy said he does like it, but he does find it a bit over convoluted. It's a bit hard. There's a lot going on that doesn't necessarily get explained fully, and I will definitely agree with him on that one, 100%. I did really enjoy the film, but there's still a lot of things that I don't understand having now watched it. So I think it's one that I probably need to go back. I think maybe on rewatches I might understand it a bit more, pick up on a bit more, piece things together a bit easier. But yeah, I still really enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it. So yeah, that's The Maltese Falcon. And then last but not least, I did enjoy this one. We have Marlowe, starring Liam Neeson, Diane Kruger, and Jessica Lange, amongst other people. You've got Alan Cumming, Danny Huston, Cole Meany, Ian Hart. Yeah, decent supporting cast in this, obviously based on the character of Philip Marlowe, as I just said, portrayed by Humphrey Bogart in The Big Sleep. Excuse me. And if you don't know Philip Marlowe, he's basically a private detective. And in this adaptation, he is hired by this heiress. She's very well to do, to find her ex-lover who has gone missing. He is like a prop director or something at a big studio. And it kind of leads Marlowe into the criminal underworld of Hollywood in the late 1930s, because this is set, I think 1939 this is set. And he gets drawn into all these different characters, web of lies. You've got Jessica Lange, who plays Diane Kruger's character's mother, who not really too sure what's going on with her. You've got Alan Cumming, who plays this drug dealer criminal that's got something to do with the case as well. Cole Meany and Ian Hart play 2 cops that are sort of his friends that sort of help him with his investigation. And Danny Huston plays the owner of this local club. He's got his own secrets as well. It is a decent watch. I didn't love it. I would watch it again. There were definitely, I think, some pacing issues in the film. It's only an hour and 49 minutes, but there were times where I was thinking this needs to just get going a bit more. And I hate to say it because I love the guy. I don't see Liam Neeson as this character. I think he is at that age now where he doesn't fit the character. He's a bit too old to be playing this character. But interesting seeing him do something different like this. And obviously I love Liam Neeson, so I still think he can do no harm for me. Even Ice Road 2, which was god awful, he's still great. I still love him. So yeah, it was okay. Of the watches this week, might be the weakest watch for me, but I did still enjoy it nonetheless. So that is my last watch of the week, Marlowe. Told you it would be nice and short and sweet, under 20 minutes, which I'm very happy with. I'll put this up some point this afternoon because I've only just done my pickups deliveries yesterday, so I want to give that time for people to watch it. I don't want to be shoving loads of videos in everybody's face because I've got another video going up tomorrow lunchtime, so I want to try and space them out so you're not overthrown with videos. Especially I don't want to do long videos either. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all of the films that I've watched this week, if you have seen them. I'd love to know all your thoughts and opinions on them. Also, let me know any suggestions that I could add to like the watching this month of noir films that I may not have seen. Because any suggestions are more than welcome, and I will definitely look into them. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment. And before I sign off, I'll just mention the stream tomorrow is going to be at 7 as usual. So, yep. I'm not too sure 100% on confirmed guests yet. I'm all over the place. I usually leave things till like the day before to plan it. It used to be quite planned in advance when Sam was on the streams because he'd get a lot of different people involved. But since Sam's been off, it's kind of just been a spur of the moment asking people if they'd like to be on the streams. But there's a few people that I think will be on tomorrow. I won't mention any names though. Just come by. Give us a comment, leave us your questions on the stream tomorrow if you're free. It's always appreciated. But yeah, that's it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.